Hello, and welcome to the first video, my first actual video, to help players learn more about a minigame called Lunatic Inquisition in Guild Wars 2. Feel free to skip around or to look at the other videos in whatever order you want, as there are timestamps in each video, and they each cover something independently of the others. Also, I want to warn you that I'm currently in the recovery stage of being sick while recording this, so expect some, I don't know, sick sounds, I guess, the occasional sniffle or cough. I'm making this video and these videos as a whole because of a few reasons. Firstly, I like this minigame, so I want more people to play it regularly, which will increase, the fun for everyone involved. Secondly, I often see people who want to enjoy it but are at a loss as to either how to play or what the point is. And answering in the chat is enjoyable, but is also fairly time and energy consuming. So without further ado, let's get right into the information. The minigame in question is a PvP activity of hide and seek, or tag if you prefer, with a bit of murder. At the start of each match, a timer will count down from 6 minutes, during which you will need to either try to survive or try to kill everyone else who is surviving, depending on whether you're a villager or a ghost, respectively. There are a few ways to join the game. Here in Lion's Arch, which is where we are currently located in Guild Wars 2, there are a couple of doors or doorways here. They will say Mad King's Labyrinth above them. One is located here. The other one is a little bit further south underneath this sort of grand pavilion. There's another door that will also lead to the Mad King's Labyrinth. It's these green door icons on the map. You approach one of the doors and you interact with it and open the door. It'll take you into the labyrinth. There's also this lunatic boatmaster here. We will get to that in a second. Alternatively, a way to get inside of this labyrinth is to use the invitation to the party, an item that I have right here, or an invitation to the Mad Realm. Both of these will also take you to this place. Once inside, it places you above the labyrinth itself, this sort of large maze area, but this is not our final destination. We want to come over to this lunatic boatmaster here. Talking with him, you will choose I'm interested in Lunatic Inquisition, and then I'd like to participate. This will take us into the game proper. The goal in this game is, if you join in the middle of a match, or as I have here at the end, you will be a ghost, and as a ghost, well, as a ghost, your job is to try to find all of the villagers, which is going to look like this, and they will be hiding throughout, maybe running around. It doesn't really matter. You want to kill them all. As a villager, however, you will want to avoid death by hiding or, again, running around. When the match properly starts, which will be in about 10 seconds here, at the top we will see a timer starting at that 6 minutes, like I mentioned before, and on the left side, your current score, and on the right side, the highest score in the game. I'll tell you right now, score means nothing. The points don't matter. Bragging rights, if you want to look at it that way. Otherwise, they're just there. Kind of pretty. The map here is the next thing to cover. At the center of this labyrinth, you have a hill with a mausoleum on top. We'll run up to that hill right now. All of the ghosts will be spawning at this hill. So it's usually dangerous to come up here, but it's a little bit safer in the early stages of the game. That ghost definitely knows I'm hiding somewhere in here. Yep, there they are. They will probably kill us, which works in our favor, honestly. They've told us to do a salute. These are the emotes that ghosts have. You can either try to do it, but of course, if you're trying to do it and they have an axe and they're hitting you with it, you will die. As a ghost, we want to kill everyone, of course. We have here our chop, chop, chop skill, an eviscerate skill, which looks like this. That screech that they used while I was hiding, and another fear as well. This one in an AoE, which we can teleport to if we use it again. Going back to the map for a moment here. So we're at the top of the hill inside the mausoleum with Mad King Thorn himself. From here, there are the 4 cardinal directions. We have north, hallway, east, south, and on the other side of this little hill, there is another hallway leading to the west. In each of the corners of the map, there are going to be some NPCs inside of some smaller little mausoleums. And in each of these, there will be an event which requires villagers to grab certain items, take them back there, and when they complete it, they'll be rewarded. There are different stages to the different events, 3 in total for each corner. That's kind of the general layout of this place. Otherwise, you have all of these different walls, and that's the whole maze. As far as the skills go, I did cover these here. The axes, the fears. You also have the Mad King Says. These are called the emote skills or the MKS skills. Ghosts will use these just like Mad King Thorn does. He'll say your Mad King Says, shrug, cower, salute, ponder, and dance, forcing a villager, such as this one, to either comply or not. Sometimes they will have a little buff on them that does exactly what we just saw there. It means that they are immune to Mad King Says, while also being granted super speed. Ghosts, meanwhile, the main way to counter that is to use your teleport skill, go to there, and then try to chop them. But I will be going over skills and their uses and various tips like that in future videos. One for ghosts, one for villagers. So keep an eye out for those if you're interested in learning more. The final thing to note here is that there are items throughout the game. We have spider webs, black goo, there are bones as well, and food. For ghosts, this means setting down traps whenever you pick these up, each one being its own unique trap, as well as having its own internal cooldown. Meaning, if I use goo here and I find goo later, I will have to wait for the cooldown to finish before I can do it again. So, just one of each of the items, except for hammers. We are unable to pick up hammers as ghosts. As villagers, you will be able to access all of these different items, as well as the hammer and any secret items that you may come across later. As you can see there, that fire trap that I placed down over there is still on cooldown. Likewise, I will go into more details over what each of these items do in a future video. For villagers, you will have no skills except for one, which is hide. I will go ahead and pause the video here and pick up once I'm a villager again. See you soon. Alright, welcome back. For the time being, I'm a villager. There is a small chance that I might be chosen to be a ghost. We'll just hope that isn't the case. As villagers, as you can see, we have no skills, no weapons or anything of any kind. We just have hide in shadows, which for a little bit of a duration will be invisible. Aside from that, we can pick up items that will grant us weapon skills. Each one usually is a single use, just like it is for ghosts, with the exception of the hammer. The hammer is something that we can keep using as it's almost like a proper weapon. Technically, it's called a bundle, but technicalities will be saved for future videos. The items will be spawned in the same locations everywhere. So as you start to learn where they spawn, they will always be in the same spot. You can, however, pick them up and then set them down somewhere else, and that will, allow one that was there to respawn later, eventually. So But yes, the items do spawn randomly throughout the place. There are some item spawns that are always going to be the same item whenever it does spawn. Just case in point, this food that I picked up right there, even if I move it or consume it or do whatever, eventually there will be another food that takes its place, and that spot will always only ever be food. Other things, other spots such as this item spot might be black goo, might be a bone, might be food. You never know what you're going to get. Hammers are also in a set location. These will always be hammers. Hammers are also the key to getting some of the secret items in the game, which again will be covered in a different video. That pretty much covers all the basics. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon, whether you're a villager or a ghost. Happy Halloween.